everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we continue to follow the story of Buniechukwu, called Buni for short, as she navigates getting a cochlear implant. Again, thank you all for the prayers and goodwill messages. Buni has now had her surgery and we will catch up with her later in the video, at which point I will issue a viewer discretion for those who are a bit squeamish. But not to worry, it won't be too gory. Now, getting a hearing implant is good at any age. And I'm saying that for someone out there who might be in their 50s or 60s or 70s and you're limited by your hearing. You know, you're avoiding socializing, you're not mixing up with people because you feel you can't hear or you can't follow conversations. Well, I want to share the story today of someone who got a cochlear implant at a later age.
I was able to use a hearing aid, for the next 20 years. Finally, the hearing aids just didn't help me anymore. I couldn't hear the grandchildren, and they would be talking, and I could hear them, but I could not understand them.
As time went on and it got worse, the hearing aids weren't working, and it just got, very, very frustrating. And for her, it was even worse. If you can imagine living in a bubble and not knowing what's going on and who's talking and not being able to hear your children and grandchildren, and it just was kind of sad. She's always been a very social person, and
typically when we say that your hearing has progressed to a point where you have a severe to profound hearing loss, basically even with the loudest sound you're having some trouble making it out sometimes, as well as your speech scores getting to the point where even with a hearing aid you're understanding less than half the words spoken to. That's typically the level at which people reach criteria for a cochlear implantation. The main thing that happens is really that the inner ear has been damaged over time. The cells in the ear can't regenerate over time. So the inner ear is no longer as able to take in a complex sound and to send it to the brain very efficiently or very cleanly. What a cochlear implant is then is as a surgical electrode we put into your cochlea. And then what the cochlear implant takes over essentially for your ear is to encode that complex sound and send it directly to your brain.
And all of that worry and wondering what was going to happen, and I sailed right through.
There's also about a 6 to 12 month period after surgery where you're basically learning how to use the device by meeting with our cochlear implant team audiologists and working with them over the course of 6 months to a year to really learn how to use the device and how the device will be programmed to your individual needs.
It was a month then before they gave me the rest of the implant to activate it. When I went to come home, it was raining and I could hear the rain again. I could hear the windshield wipers and I could hear the windows going up and down. It's just little things that a normal person or a person who can hear takes for granted. It was really an experience, and I'm still learning. It's something that you learn. You keep going and learning and learning and learning. You never stop learning. To me, it's a miracle because I can join the rest of my family.
well, her quality of life has definitely improved. She's getting back into her things. The grandchildren, she loves her grandchildren, and now she can actually go and do things with them and enjoy them. So we just recently took Mom to England, and she talked to everybody. She made friends every place we went, and I don't think she would have done that. Well, she couldn't have done that before the cochlear implant because she couldn't have communicated.
That's so heartwarming. As usual, I'll post the link to her story in the comments section. We want to keep raising awareness. So if you're out there thinking of getting an implant, I'll be glad to hear your thoughts, how deafness has affected you, and what age you are, and if you'll be willing to get a cochlear implant. Let's get the awareness out there because a lot of people don't know. So here is Buni now, and as mentioned, viewer discretion is advised.
great. That looks fantastic.
So there it is, a massive scar on her head. It is quite a surgery, and you can see that a lot of her hair has been shaved, but I'm happy to report that she's not doing badly. And in our next clip, we'll have Buni speak to us about her experience of the surgery. So please subscribe. It's free to subscribe. So please continue to drop your prayers and comments, because she's reading them and she's loving them. We have received so many kind thoughts concerning her, and we're really grateful. Please keep dropping your thoughts and keep connecting with us. And I'll see you back very soon with Buni herself talking to us.